Friday Night SmackDown took place from Indianapolis, Indiana, and this is the third SmackDown to air on Fox. And I still say Friday night's a horrible night. It's not showing too much right now because it's October. You have bad weather in most of the country, but once you get into the summer, it's going to really suffer. But right now, they're still putting a lot into it. Next week, however, it's going to be on FS1, and hopefully that's the last time they have to go to FS1, but the reason is because they have to, Fox is airing the World Series, and I think for 1 week, it's the World Series, they'll go to FS1. It's not a big deal, but and if they keep going down in the ratings, they're going to be on FS1 permanently, and I hope that doesn't happen for WWE's sake. But if you continue to push Baron Corbin as the top guy, I hope it goes to FS1. I physically wish someone on Fox would say, put Corbin on TV again, FS1. Get him off TV. That's the only solution. Anyway, you start the show off with a match I was looking forward to seeing, Intercontinental Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura defends his title against Roman Reigns. And I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'm watching SmackDown. It was a cool opening video package. Also, before I get to the show, they did more trades. The draft was fucking horrible, but there is more trades now. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are headed to SmackDown officially for a trade for future draft picks. And also, the AOP got sent to Raw. Now, the big news, however, this week was Eric Bischoff was fired. From what I heard, this is no big deal because Eric Bischoff was basically just not even doing much in creative. I heard he was in catering. He wasn't really doing much, so it's not a surprise at all that he's fired. But it is noteworthy. He has a big name in the business. They brought him back. It seemed like it was going to be him on SmackDown, Bischoff on SmackDown, Heyman on Raw. Didn't work out so well, unfortunately, but we'll see what's next for the guys. Perhaps the NWA. Maybe I think that's his most likely destination now. Anyway, also with the trade, we don't know. Alexa and Nikki were traded just for future draft picks, and I don't think Sasha Banks is probably too thrilled. She has to share a locker room once again with Alexa Bliss. I heard, they have the two craziest fan bases. They're going at each other all over Twitter. I just reading some of the comments, like, oh my god, it's insane. Anyway, opening match was Nakamura defending his title against Roman Reigns. So it's Intercontinental title. I said to myself, this is a fun match. Roman's starting to come around on a lot of people. I don't mind him now. It's Nakamura. He has been lackluster in the WWE, but you know what? He might be motivated to have a good match with Roman Reigns. And they were having a decent match. It was pretty good so far. And the Intercontinental title, hey, it feels like a big deal. You have Reigns trying to beat Nakamura for the belt. They're doing well. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, Sami Zayn on the outside being annoying. That sucks. But all of a sudden, Baron Corbin comes, attacks Roman, and it just, you're fucking kidding me. That's how they're going to do that? You have Baron Corbin. It's like you're on Fox. It's the third fucking show. You have a big Intercontinental title to start the fucking show. You have Baron Corbin ruin a fucking match. For fuck's sakes. Baron fucking Corbin. Why? Oh. He hits Roman to deep six, and then Daniel Bryan come out. Just fucking horrible. Bullshit. Just fucking trash. Oh, I'm pissed off. I'm actually mad. I'm really mad. It's fucking bum. Anyway, they show the SmackDown roster, their new additions, which again includes Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, and there's a big 6-woman match to face Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title later on the show. New Day has a segment backstage, and I think to myself, these guys suck. Why is Kofi Kingston in the beginning of the video package for SmackDown? Why? He's done. Get Kofi out of there. Just put someone else. Put Dana Bryan in that spot. Makes more sense, to be honest. Get Kofi out. It's like Roman and Kofi come off as the two biggest stars. It's Roman, but the other guy probably should just be Daniel Bryan. He's the second biggest babyface. Get Kofi out. Kofi's horrible now. He's done. Anyway, some stuff with New Day and Otis and Tucker, so it's a big 8-man tag. You had Kayla Braxton interviewing Roman Reigns. As much as I like to look at Kayla Braxton, it's not worth it when I have to see Roman Reigns on my fucking screen. Shorty Gable beats Curtis Axel. Nothing much there. Gable's interviewed in the ring after the match. He makes fun of himself as Shorty G. He doesn't mind it, so puts himself over. I guess he's Shorty G now. So yeah, this is what they're doing. Shorty Gable. When I first heard Shorty Gable, I thought to myself, this is like Gable's a wrestler. Wrestlers who are, amateur wrestlers, real wrestlers, whatever you want to call shooters, they kind of call themselves Shorty. They do stuff like that. They're jocks. They're kind of ruthless sometimes, with the nicknames. But just, it got over so bad. It just didn't work. But I guess they're going to stick with it. They show Hulk Hogan on Skype, and my God, it was horrible. I had Corey Graves and Michael Cole interviewing Hulk Hogan on Skype. I'm sure the Fox executives are thinking stuff. Please don't say the N-word. Please don't say the N-word. That's all whenever I see Hogan's like, oh, please don't say it. Don't say something stupid. Don't say something. Flair is a million times worse. I trust Hogan a lot more than I trust Flair. I don't know what the fuck Flair's going to say. Flair's just out of control, man. That guy's going to be around for much longer, so you can look the other way. But, anyway, I don't care about that fucking tag match at Crown Jewel. The match is going to suck. I'm not a fan of either guys. I don't want to see any guys on my TV screen anymore. Hogan's trying to get cleared for a fucking match at 68 or whatever he is. He's crazy. He can't live with himself that his last match should be in TNA. I'm sure that would just make TNA thrilled, even though Impact, whatever. That just makes them, man, I'm sure that imagine hearing that. Anyway, 8-man tag, New Day, which is Big E and Xavier Wood with Otis and Tucker against Rude, Ziggler, and the Revival. Don't care about this. Otis gets the win. They're trying to push him. He gets the win. Otis, Tucker, Big E, and Xavier got the wins. They're trying to push Otis, but what happens is it was a cool finisher. Otis basically has Dawson up with the suplex, and he transitions it to Big E, sets him up with a big ending, and then Xavier hits the Midnight Hour from the top rope, and New Day and Heavy Machinery with the win. So they announced the main events, Baron Corbin and Nakamura against Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns. You had Caleb Braxton interviewing Daniel Bryan in the back. Not good, just bad dialogue, to be honest. They show Bayley walking in the back as we go to commercial. She's going to be on Miz TV. Ali talks about breaking labels. Just strange. I hate this character now. It's just awful. Miz finally out for Miz TV. Bayley is his special guest. Bayley comes out with her new theme music, which is awesome, her new look, and she is joined by Sasha Banks, who looks absolutely stunning tonight. Wow, Sasha's a beautiful woman, but man, she looked good in those shorts. And just, oh my God, Sasha is just on her A game tonight. She can just be Bayley's valet. Like, it's just like, just do that. Just look like that every week. That's fine. But man, Sasha looks good. Anyway, she kind of overshot. I almost thought she was overshadowing Bayley because, so they're on Miz TV. Miz talks about Bayley, how should have reacted to her behavior, and they show a video package. They show little kids crying, little girls crying, oh, Bayley, and this is horrible. This thing sucked. This video package was embarrassing. I thought it was trash. Now, the actual segment, when they get back to it, it's okay. So it's why Bayley buy. Why Bayley, why? Bayley says she doesn't owe anyone an explanation. She says, Miz says, you don't owe him an explanation, but what about the children you idolize? Bayley says she does not answer to them. She basically stays silent, and Miz says, what are you, like Brock Lesnar? And Sasha's like Paul Heyman. She really goes into him, and Miz goes into her, and he asks her, do you want to just play second fiddle to Sasha? And Sasha points out where Miz was drafted. Sasha sounded very awkward when she said that. And Miz goes back into her. He continues to go after Bayley. Bayley responds, and she's getting heat. She's saying she did it for herself. She was unhappy the fans never treated her right. It was kind of the same heel stuff you see all the time from a babyface who turns heel. It kind of turned into okay. You know, I was excited for it. It was like, kind of died off. But you know what? I still love Bayley's look. I like her new haircut. I like that she killed the Bayley Buddies last week. Her theme song's pretty cool. I like this new Bayley, so I'm still going to stick with it. But this was okay here. And then finally, Bayley interrupted by Nikki Cross. No Alexa. I don't know if they're going to remain a team, but no Alexa. They didn't really mention Alexa here, so I don't know what's up with her. I hope it's just not Nikki coming to SmackDown and Alexa too, but I think Alexa is there, but they didn't mention her. It's a big 6-on tag match. Dana Brooke comes out next. She is officially out, so it looks like they're going to try to get behind Dana Brooke as well. So 6-on-1 match, number one contender match. Winner faces Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title for a future shot. You have Lacey Evans, you have Carmella, you have Sonya Deville, you have Mandy Rhodes, you have Nikki Cross. And this match was, I don't know. I thought it was okay. You had some interesting parts. It really seemed like you kind of knew Nikki was going to win. The only one who possibly could have won would have been Lacey. I don't think anyone really wants to see that. They could have gone with Mandy, but they're not getting behind Mandy the way I thought they would. It was an okay match. Nikki eventually finishes off Dana Brooke. Did I mention she was here too? Yeah, Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke could be a star. I mean, I like her. She has great tits. You have to give her that. But I mean, this is the whole thing with the flex thing. That thing's horrible. But I heard she works really hard. She looked good here. I mean, for where she was at 3-4 years ago, she's gone. This cloud nine to where she was before. But she's just, I don't know. I just don't see her as a star. But eventually you have Mandy Rose getting pinned by Nikki Cross with the swinging neck breaker. So I don't know. I thought they'd do more with Mandy Rose at this point. She debuted 2 years ago. I thought she'd be one of the top biggest female stars in the company. It's not happening. I don't know why with her look. She's the best looking woman maybe they've ever had. I think it's between her and Alexa as the best looking chick they got. But I mean, for it's not even to give her anything. I don't know. I would assume she'd be a bigger spot. Anyway, Nikki gets the win. Her and Bayley have a stare down. They show a video package of Braun Strowman. Then Strowman and Gulak. Gulak tries to tell Strowman, you can't be like that. You're going to get knocked out by Tyson Fury if you act the same way. Strowman kills him, and he defeats Drew Gulak. Nothing much there. Strowman with the win. They show the stupid 2K20 video game commercial. I must have saw it 10 times. Like, I know, I'm going to get the game. I always like WWE's game. I know. The thing is, I hear the graphics absolutely suck this year, so maybe not. But I will get the game because I get the game every year. I just do. Some people like it with the Madden game and stuff, the football game. I don't get that much. I never really got that. But with the wrestling game, I usually just buy it every year because it's wrestling. Anyway, they announced Roman Reigns is now the team captain for Team Hogan at Crown Jewel. So that's a win for Hogan. And Hogan and Flair are going to do a face-to-face next week. And also Brock Lesnar and Cain Velasquez are going to do a face-to-face next week to hype up Crown Jewel, even though the show will only be on FS1. Now, main event time. You have Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns against Shinsuke Nakamura and Baron Corbin. So they're all working hard. They're battling here. Just the problem is, it's Baron Corbin in the main event. He had Roman do a big spear through the barricade onto Corbin. Eventually, Daniel Bryan gets the finish on Shinsuke Nakamura. So he submits Nakamura. Him and Roman win again. So I don't know. They're forming an alliance. If it was up to me, I would build up Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania. I'd go Roman Reigns heel, but they'll never do that. They'll never turn him heel. But I'd put Reigns as heel. And Bryan as face. I think that'd be the best way to go. So Bryan pinned Nakamura. Actually didn't submit him, but him and Roman with the win yet again. Again, they're kind of, the mega powers, if you will. They're the two babyface dream team. Maybe they turn on each other. I'd like to see a big feud with them. Maybe again, I'd like to see that as a big match, but down the road. So yeah, that was pretty much the show right there. Faces with the win. So yeah, I thought it was okay. SmackDown was alright tonight. I would have liked less Baron Corbin, but it is what it is. So I thought they did well, and that's it for SmackDown, WWE's third official week on Fox, and they're still on Big Fox right now, so I guess that's a good sign, if you will. I guess before they get taken off. I don't know how long they'll last on the main network, but hey, they've made it 3 weeks so far.